Hey guys, so this video note is about one of the key insights that I have about life and self-improvement. And this is about, hard work versus other ways of learning. And a lot of times when we are trying to improve on a certain skill, when we are trying to kind of learn a particular subject topic, oftentimes we are advised to work harder. And in my view, working harder is not always the solution. There are kind of insights that you can gain, and there are capabilities that you can build um, just by doing hard work. Now, for example, let's say that you're trying to learn swimming or cycling or drumming or trying to learn how to solve maths problems and things like that. You can work harder and you will get adequate amount of results. You have to try certain variations, but in general, the amount of kind of hours that you will put in, you'll get almost similar results, and you will get results. But there are things which you can't learn or improve, but just trying the same process again and again. Now, for example, building meaningful relationships, how to live better, how to improve the quality of life experience for yourself, how to improve physical health, mental health, can you communicate better, how can you communicate to diverse audiences in a one-to-one basis, in a personal relationship space versus at workspace. How do you change your mindset if you got some mental habits that you would like to change? If you want to frame a lot of situations positively rather than negatively, things like that. How do you change your mindset? There are a lot of times some people are very critical, but if they really want to kind of tone down that kind of mindset, how do they really do that? How do you make better decisions? How do you develop new habits? How do you remove some biases and prejudiced opinions that you might have had because of the upbringing or conditioning or the people with whom you lived or many other things? And then things like, how can you be a better parent, how can you get more work satisfaction, and the list goes on and on. And it's so surprising that very few people really understand it, that just by working hard, just by reading, just by following the same process again and again, you can't improve on many different areas and topics which can really have incredible impact on your life. It can really change the trajectory of your life. And those are the situations where we need to really zoom out and think what we can really do there. And that's the strategic thinking, that's the long-term thinking, that's a thinking where you are looking at yourself like an observer. And some of the things that you can do is that you go and work in a different country, you'll expose yourself to different culture, different kind of people who have a different kind of mindset, cultural nuances, very different ways of looking at life. Go to Japan, go to US, go to Singapore, go to Vietnam, go to India, go to Australia, go anywhere, South Korea, China, and you will see very different and unique ways in which people are successful. People have an image of self-worth or self-esteem, and there are many other things that you can learn just by living in a different country. The second is that intentionally meet people who are different from you. Even if they're not different, everyone has got a different personality, different insight. So interacting with people is also very helpful if you really are using it as a tool to improve. The third one is that living with people, as a student or as a single person, you can definitely experiment with co-living and all of those things, and you will see it will definitely give you a lot of benefits in terms of experience and skills that you want to develop, and you can learn things very fastly. But I think it's not possible for everyone. and then intentionally exposing ourselves to some uncertain or uncomfortable situations as well, where we can bear the risk, you can absorb the risk, and there is a possibility of high positive returns as well. And this is how I kind of try to expose myself to different ways in which I have to improve my mindset, improve my communicative skills, find out ways of living better, and so on and so forth. And a lot of times, there are a lot of things which I did not know 5 years back, 7 years back, and I wish I knew it at that point of time. And I think it's such an important question to ponder, that what you should know now, which can have a lasting impact on your life in next 5 years, and the things which after 5 years you wouldn't think that I wish I knew it 5 years back. So yeah, that's pretty much that I wanted to cover about learning and growing.